Welcome to the space where the real ones gather. Game and grace in the mix, let's level up together. Take a breath, lock in, let the noise fade out. This is Pans the Gaming, let's talk life, faith, and loadouts. Hey, let's talk life, faith, and loadouts. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Game and Grace, the podcast where faith meets gaming, and where we remind each other that God is still working even when the loading screen feels stuck at 99%. I'm your host, Pastor, and today we're diving into something every gamer and every believer knows all too well, and that's delays. Not just lag, not just queue times, but talking about life delays. Those moments when God says, not yet. And you're sitting there just waiting for it to happen. Let's look at the delay isn't a denial. You ever queue for a match and it takes forever for the queue to happen, but when you finally get in, like the team comp is perfect, the lobby is great, everything goes really well. Sometimes God does that with your life. You're praying for a breakthrough, you're grinding, you're doing everything right, and it still feels like you're progressing or you're growing slow. Scripture reminds us those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. And waiting isn't punishment, it's preparation. Let's shift lanes for a second because some delays aren't just slow, they're actually detours. Detours are still directions. Gamers hate rerouting. You think you're going one way, and suddenly the game says, nope, no objective, right? But here's the truth. God doesn't waste detours. Sometimes he's protecting us from a fight that we aren't ready for. Sometimes he's building something that the shortcut would have skipped. And real talk, if God gave you everything you're praying for right now, would you actually be ready to carry it? Do you know 100% that you are prepared for that? Let's take this a little deeper. Because some of you aren't just delayed, you're discouraged. When discouragement hits hard, this is for the gamer who feels like they're losing rounds in life. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're frustrated, maybe you're wondering if God even sees you grinding. You're not behind and you're not forgotten. You're not failing, but you're being shaped. God is not slow. He's strategic. Look at how many years and centuries that the Bible is stretched out over across. Look at hundreds and hundreds of years. You stretch across the Old Testament to get things in preparation for the New Testament. And look how long the New Testament stretches out as well. It's not something that just it goes overnight, but it's something that it's stretched out as strategic. There's proper placements and events and places that need to happen in a certain order, and things need to roll a certain way in order for them to happen, right? So before we wrap, let's talk about how to stay encouraged while you wait. How to wait without losing heart. Here are 3 practical things that you can do this week. 1, stay in community. Isolation kills momentum. Celebrate the small wins. XP is XP. Pray honest prayers and know that God can handle your frustration. You don't have to pretend everything is fine. You just have to keep showing up. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this episode encouraged you, share it with someone who's stuck in a waiting season. And remember, God's timing isn't late, it's loaded with purpose. Stay blessed, stay grinding, stay rooted in grace, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thanks for hanging out today. Hope you found some peace, gaming grace in your heart. Till we meet again next week. Stay strong, stay grounded, keep your faith in the fight. This is Pastor Gaming, wishing you love.